In this video, we have a special guest who's going to talk about the fundamentals of investing in the stock market. Coming up. So as you are aware, one of the topics that we talk about is finances, and that's one of the things that people like. I noticed that when we post content regarding that, the engagement is really high. So what better way to improve that other than like inviting a person who's passionate about the stock market and trading, investing in the stock market. So I'm not going to introduce her except for her name. Her name is Kristine. So hello, Kristine.
Hi.
Can you, for those people who don't know you yet, can you share a little bit about yourself?
I'm Kristine, as you all know. I'm a financial advocate. My goal is to actually bring this, stock trading and investing to the Baweños as one. Then later on, just be more known to others who are also interested in investing in other parts of the Philippines. And then in the long term, I hope to bring like professional courses for financial advisors and stock traders who would be like do the trading professionally.
Wow. That's like
Hopefully.
there's like a vision that's happening right now, which is good. Like when you teach people how to invest or manage their money or multiply their money, it's really a huge factor. Like specifically the subject of money, people don't really know how to multiply or invest or trade.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Okay, so you mentioned that you're a financial advocate. When did you start being a financial advocate?
I think I started out of curiosity when I think most of you would know Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez. So I started with that. And then I got curious because most of the content he sends is buy and sell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you notice his content and you're like, why am I buying this or why am I selling this? So from there, I took it a little step up, and then I noticed there are charts, there are balance sheets. So yeah, it kind of started like that.
So it went through that direction, like balance sheets and then charts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you started with Sanchez.
Yes.
Okay, Sanchez, he is the famous author of the book, what's it called? The Turtle Always Wins, and My Maid Invests in the Stock Market.
Yes.
And he is very proud to mention that his maid is
Already
a millionaire. So yes, guys, it is true. You can be a millionaire through the stock market, and she's going to share some tips in that. Okay, so Kristine, since you have been curious about it at first, and then you eventually started to do more like trading and investing, I'm pretty sure that you follow specific guidelines or philosophies, principles, in order for you to make a good call or decision when buying a stock or selling a stock. So what principles do you follow?
I'll give an overview for your audience siguro before
Yeah.
I start though. So when you get into the stock market, you always have this feeling na ay overwhelming or kuan siya, mahal, dili pwede sa mga mga inato, mga ana. But actually, it's ano sa tawagan na kanang dili siya tinuod. It's a myth. Okay, when you get into the stock market, if you just save enough, like let's say set aside a certain amount of money per month, you can actually get invested.
Mm-hmm.
So the stock market is, let's start with the company. The company is like a pizza. Pizza, like a pie. So there are different slices, diba? There's sometimes na 8, na 12, na 18, 32, diba nga na siya. So ang per slice, that is the share of the company. So when you buy a slice of that, you're getting the shares of that company. So let's say mo palit ko kay McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Gusto kong pa itong isa ka slice. So that's one share. If you buy several slices, that's several shares.
Oh.
Now, ang kaning pie, ang pizza, dito na siya mabutang sa PSE, which is the Philippine Stock Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the house.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to buy a stock from McDonald's, you don't go to McDonald's and ask for a share. Kaya wala na sila kasabot.
Okay.
So, you go to a broker. Metro, COL, kana sila, and then you buy the shares.
Okay.
As for the investors, you mentioned about strategies. The passive investors are the ones that want to hold the stock in hopes na muda ko ang iyahang amount. Let's say I buy a share na 5 pesos this year. In the next 10 years, maabot na siya 20 pesos. Imagine if you hold 1,000 shares times 20. So, dako profit, di ba? So, that's the passive investors. Pero pag active trader, mo na sila ang makita nimo nga kuan, like naga-trade yun daily, weekly, monthly, which is what I do. But I don't trade daily because I'm not a fund manager. I don't have like billions of pesos in my account to trade that much. Okay. It's not suggested, by the way, that you trade daily. Kung retail, we are retail investors, dapat mag-trade ka, given the knowledge, you do the monthly and you do the yearly. So that ang capital gains nimo is enough to compensate sa imuhang expense, like namo ko na siya commission fees, you have to pay PSE, you have to pay the broker. So factor in dapat nimo para dili makat ang imong profit.
Kaya no? Ganahan ko atong imong gingon na mura siya pizza. It's like wow, amazing. But anyway, so when you eat a pizza, like a slice of the pizza, you have like a share of a specific stock or company.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So when it comes to like investing, by the way, we have a viewer, and she sent me a message before, and I'm going to ask you her question instead of me. She mentioned, or she asked a question: what's the difference between an index fund, a mutual fund, and a hedge fund? So these terms are dominant in Facebook, and they talk, when they promote life insurance, and they talk this, and some financial advocates also talk about that. So index funds, mutual funds, and hedge funds, unsa may kalahian na ning tulo, or pareha ba na sila?
Let's just say pareha sila iro pero lahi sila breed.
Parehas.
Does it make sense? Pareha sila iro pero different ang breed.
Okay.
Because when you say funds, they are managed by fund managers. So kumbaga daghan mo investors, kanang mga funds na ingon ana, it's like riding a jeep. So daghan mo nakasakay pero isa lang destination ninyo. So like if you ride a van to Panabo, wala na siya ga-stop. Direction na siya Panabo. So you're heading the same direction. So let me break it down from the index, hedge funds, and the mutual funds. Mutual funds is like, it works like that, except that mutual funds nakasakay siya on bonds, stocks, which is called also equities, and money market. As for the index funds, mo na sila ang top 30 sa Philippine Stock Exchange. So mga blue chips, you hear blue chips?
Yeah, blue chip stocks,
right?
yes. So
mo na sila si SM, si Ayala, and then Robinsons, one of the mga companies stable, which the audience probably know about. Then the hedge funds is a little bit complicated. I would not suggest it for the newbie or kanang mga traders or investors na nahibawan pero naapoy experience pero gamay lang. Kay masunog ka ana if you don't know what you're getting into. Have you watched Big Short?
Wala pa.
It talks about those things, kaya nasa na yung mga swaps, mga futures. You're familiar with derivatives, yeah. Right?
So, yeah,
you buy the soybeans,
yeah.
Na siya. Dira na siya naka-latch on ng mga funds.
Okay. So, kanang gina-promote karon sa Facebook or na kanang gitawag na mutual funds, no? So magpakita sila og chart na in 5 years inani na ang worth sa imong money and it's usually tied up with a life insurance here in the Philippines.
VUL.
So it's a VUL. Sa ang meaning is VUL gani?
Variable unit life insurance. Variable life.
Variable life. Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so mo na ilang ginabuhat na you are protecting your life. Pinagis sa assured na po kay medical benefits plus na po kay financial investments. Mo na siya mutual funds.
Yes. No.
No, okay.
The mutual funds is the investment. The insurance, mura lang katong siya.
Tie up lang.
Yes, like that. Which is a different aspect na mga term. Nagkana sila, so I'm not very familiar with insurance.
Okay. Naka-mention po ka about blue chip stocks. Ganong blue nga, hindi green. Di ba? So,
you better ask PSE.
PSE. Ganong, di ba? So, blue chip stocks, there are two terms, I believe, maybe napay more. Blue chip stocks and penny stocks. Right? Is there more, or those are the two stocks?
Those are usually the two types. Of
Usually
stocks.
the two. What's the difference between a blue chip stocks and penny stocks?
To make it simpler for the audience to understand it. Pag blue chips manggod, let's just say nagpalit ko karong buntag o shares ni SM.
Okay.
Pagka-afternoon, pwede pa na ko siya mabaligya as quickly. Or I can buy SM right now and then sell it after 2 minutes. Ingon na siya kapaspas.
Ano ang blue chip?
Yes. The very kanang simplest definition. But if it's like,
Okay.
if I say Costco, kailangan Costco?
Yes.
Kinsa man si Costco?
Kalimot ako.
SNR.
Familiar ko eh.
SNR.
SNR.
You eat in SNR, di ba? So it's like that. Costco, wala yung nakailap, pero naa siya kakibot na, the consumers are familiar with. But if I buy Costco today, like right now, I can sell it within 2 minutes, within 5 minutes, kaya depende sa market. So, dili siya ingon ana ka in demand na type of stock. So, the Costco is the penny stock and SM is the index stock.
Wow. Okay.
I hope it makes sense.
So, technically, klarohan ako. Blue chip stocks, it's highly tradable.
Yes.
It's volatile. Paspas ang iyang trading, trading time, ano sa pitang kana.
Not necessarily. When you talk about volatile manggod, it's talking about risk.
Okay.
When SM is not volatile, kay dali man mo siya mabaligya, dili po siya malikot. Pero if you trade Costco, I'm not sure of the beta, pero kanang mga technicals na manggod na siya, medyo makulit na siya. Kay it's high.
When you say kulit, kanang ana.
Kanang gaana, kanang maatake ka, like, if it falls after 5 minutes, yung type of volatility.
Okay. So, mo nang sa Wall Street?
More or less. Kasi Wall Street is very ang dynamics niya is different from the Philippines. We don't even have short selling. So, dito na short selling, which is like how you trade Forex, how you trade derivatives. You earn money when you're selling.
Yes,
diba?
correct. So, you're doing both. You are investing in blue chip and penny.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it takes knowledge and experience. Kay you can't be emotional about investing and then you're trading at the same time.
Yes.
So you have to,
you have to manage your emotions.
Yes.
That's I think one of the principles in business and in investing. Like, you just have to manage your emotions. Do not make decisions out of emotions because it's gonna kill you. Like, when you're super excited, you tend to decide on things that, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then boom.
Kasi
nothing gonna happen.
The problem with most, I think, investors who wanted to get into trading, they buy high and then they sell low. So, ang profit ni mo, parang mali man siya, di ba? Dapat you buy low and then you sell high. But if your emotions are the one nagdagan sa imuha, dili ka makaprofit sa market, masunog ka. And someone is bound to profit from sunog.
Yeah. And here's like a principle also that I learned from Tony Robbins, and which is, what do you do when there's a sale? And you see like red, tapos there's like sale 50%. You want to go into the store and find things that you can afford and then buy that stuff because you can afford it and it's on sale. You know that it's on sale. However, when the stock market is on sale, people sell it, the stock, because it's going down. So it should be the other way around. Like, when it's on sale, like the bear market, bitawagan nila. Murag dara ka
I think it depends of the kind of investor that you are. If you're like holding into companies o na potential to grow, like for example si Security Bank, wala may nag-expect that Security Bank would be put sa index, di ba?
Yeah.
And then people were like, baka marang maayo ni kinag-partner na siya with a Japanese na bank, if I'm not mistaken. So kung kana pa lang daan, makasakop na ka, you buy at the lowest price, and then when it takes off, you sell it at the highest price.
Hayahay.
Kung makasakop.
Kung makasakop ka. Yeah, tama dyan na. No? Okay, like you mentioned about kind of investors. So, what kind of person siguro, no? What kind of individual or person should engage in the stock market?
The stock market is a very interesting place to be in. Kaya you don't know, the people have different goals, they have different purposes for getting to the stock market. Some are using it for retirement, some are using it to buy a house, some are using it for like everyday expenses. Pero depende sa strategy. If you're a passive investor, you buy lang and hold. You buy,
and hold.
So, kaila ka na, di ba? Yung mga tao nga, sige lang, palit lang per minute. So, that's what they do. They're the passive investors. Because they believe na musaka pa ang presyo as time goes by. For the active investors, they wanted something like, kato mag-hold lang for a few months and then you trade it off again. And then mag-hold na pag another stock, you trade it off. They wanted to maximize the profits. Because sometimes when you're doing active trading, you can gain as much as 40%, 100%, 200%.
So the gains are higher.
Higher. But the risk
is
are higher. Oh, di ba 200 ba din mong bagsak? But if you don't know what you're doing, then the other one is value investing, which is mo itong gina-adapt ni Benjamin Graham, Warren Buffett.
Okay.
So they look into stocks na, uy, maayo ang cash flow or maayo ang fundamentals. I would like to have this company, like Double Dragon. Diba, si Injap Sia, you know him as Mang Inasal. So when you know na, why this person has a reputation for kanang magdala og may nga company, you invest in that person. You invest in the company and then the company, the stock takes off.
So the management of the company can also impact how the stock works, how the stock goes up.
That's what happened with Dennis Uy.
Okay.
Dennis Uy owns Widena company, and then he owns To Go.
He just bought To Go, di ba?
Yeah. Then Chelsea, kaya ka ng mga barko.
Logistics.
Yes. So, when you get into mga makita nimo how they work ba, they're very dynamic. Ginatuhog man gud nila ang business. You look at Ayala, ang iyahang subsidiaries, na siya water, na siya properties. So, mura ka ng, this person know what he's doing. So, you're investing in the person and the management.
What successful businessmen do as well is they expand their circle. Like when they are in, for example, they started with logistics, and then they know, okay, I can sell something. Let's say that something is saging, for example. So since na naman sila logistics, tukol sa sagingan, so katong logistics mo to ang mo export sa ilahang sagingan. More like they expand their circle within their means. That's one of the strategies that they do, which is very smart as well. Kaysa i-outsource nimo sa mga tao. Okay. Ang stock market ba? Lisod ba dito siya?
Depende on the kind of investor that you are. And depende on the knowledge that you have. Okay?
Pero it's learnable.
Learnable siya. Really.
Learnable siya,
Yes.
okay.
If you don't like the numbers, passive na lang ka. Like, go for ka ng mga stocks na naalang sa index. Di ba, sila SM, sila Ayala, go for that. But if you really want to get the higher na mga profits, trading is really the
Trading.
You hold ka for a few years.
Okay. So, if you are an employee, if you are a self-employed businessman or investor, anyone in that quadrant can invest in the stock.
Anyone can invest.
Pila ba? Mahal man.
Depende. Kasi like, no, there are some,
Or barato.
The platform is, it may look intricate kay, di ba, sometimes the shares that they want is dapat 100 shares times 5, 1,000 shares times 3. Pero if you keep saving like a certain amount per month, and then you keep investing in one company that you believe na mag-grow pa siya, ang imuhang 500 can go a long way if you just keep on saving. I think if I'm not mistaken, COL has that program na 500 na akong budget, ang shares na magpasok on a monthly basis, ingon ani lang pwede siya magpasok. I'm not sure with First Metro kay pang trading ang First Metro eh. So you go in and out kay maayo ang ilahang platform for that.
Wow. Okay, mordeka na panatun-an, no? So we have learned a lot from Kristine, and before we even close this session, is there anything that you want to add and share to the audience?
There are, I think, 3 things that I hope na the audience would like to learn from this. I hope. First is you really have to invest in knowledge. Okay, there are a lot of scams happening around, and then they will tell you na you get invested in this, kay ang profit kay 20% or per month, which is impossible to do when you're trading because you only get a maximum of 10% per month most of the time if you're that good. But so So you have to go to mga seminars. There are lots of free seminars naman sa Davao, which you can take advantage of. Then the next is money management. You may say na, sige na, kay pandato lang man ang stock market. No. You get invested, you start small, and then imagine the 500 times 12, that is 6,600 per year. So that is enough kung if you go to a mutual fund, pwede na mo siya mapasok, di ba? After 1 year, wala problema, kay invested naman ka. Or you can buy like valuable stocks. Like dito balik yapan ka sa passive investing if you're not familiar pa.
You're not into numbers.
Yes,
Okay,
not
okay.
the numbers. And then I think it's more on the time horizon. People do get into the stocks to pay for their vacation. There will be times. Kay ang imuhang horizon manggod is different. You can't have a horizon na I can magpalit kong balay after 1 year ko naka-invest sa stock market, which is impossible unless you're very good at it. Nga ka nang mag-trade yun, or you go into derivatives, or katong mga intricate na mga types of investing. But you can. It's just a matter of kanang horizon nimo, tugma ba imuhang budget, and then just keep on investing.
I like what you said, like the first one, invest in knowledge. So that's also telling that invest in yourself so that you know what you're getting yourself into. It's really difficult. It's like a test. When you know the answer to the test, it's easy. But if you don't know the answer to the test, it's difficult. So it's the same thing. When you know more, you have the advantage, which is a good thing. By the way, Kristine is a guest and gi-invite lang po na ko siya. I just invited her to messaging. So I think there was a post that I posted, and then nag-chat me, and then dito na nagsugod ang collaboration. So thank you so much, Kristine, for being in the show and talking about stock market. All right, question of the day. If you are investing in a stock market, what kind of investor are you? The passive one or the active one? Let us know in the comment section.